Got a preform here. It's his HornStone. Pretty cool piece. It's got some banding in it, or probably more like veins. Looks like chalcedony veins going through it. Might have a little bit of quartz in there sparkling too. That looks like it's been flaking good so far. This is another biface from Curtis Smith. I've got 2 more left, and then I'll get back into doing some larger percussion on some larger pieces. I know all I've been doing here recently is 90% of it's been pressure flaking, so these things are so worked down, which is nice. When you get them, you don't have to do a whole lot to them. So this thing's not far from just cleaning up and notching, so that's basically what I'm gonna do. It's begging to be a dovetail, so it told me so. Square edge on the bottom there I'm trying to get rid of. I don't want to make my base too thin. You want a little bit of meat down there to work with once you get your notches in. Need to get my contour straightened out here, so need to take a couple flakes right here, spin it around, and take a couple right here, and that should straighten this base out quite a bit. If I can get past that little step fracture there. Yeah. I'm gonna try to do a video on direct percussion, probably for my next one, and then after that I want to do one on pressure flaking. All by request. People have been asking me to help them with some stuff, which I'm happy to do, always. Well, I'll tell you what though, when I first started making these videos a couple months ago, there's something that there's something in the human nature, or something down deep inside that just tells you, what are you doing? You're selling this stuff and you're telling the whole world how you're doing it, all your secrets. I'm telling you, man, it just didn't feel right for a minute. I almost said, this ain't happening. But then I got to thinking about it, and you know, those people that taught me probably felt the same way. Some of them that are selling stuff, and they went ahead and thought it was important enough to put it out there. And anybody's going to put all the effort and work and hours in to get good at this stuff, more power to you if you want to sell some stuff. I don't think there's any, you know, I think there's plenty of room in the market for more people to sell stuff. Seems to be anyways. But as far as filming and putting it out there, I mean, like I said, the more people that do this and film it, the easier it's going to be for people to learn, you know, because, I mean, I watch as many different people as I can, and a lot of times it'll be somebody that, you know, might not be a real good napper, but something they're doing is, you know, different from the way I do it, or I've seen it done, and I'm like, wow, you know, that there's just constantly new ideas and different techniques and stuff that are evolving and changing, and people are doing things differently, and it's just like a never-ending cycle of, you know, trying to figure new stuff out and how it was done and why it was done that way. And, you know, some things have made more sense to me since I started napping, that's for sure. Just, you know, just from my own personal experience of, you know, for instance, I understand completely why around here there's a lot of crude points, a lot of smaller stuff. We do get HornStone and Flint Ridge and Carter Cave and the ones that are around here, and but there's nothing like that right here close. All those are within, you know, 100 or 250 miles or something, and it's just from them trading up and down this river. I'm right on the Whitewater River, and it dumps into the Ohio about, I don't know, 12, 15 miles from here. And so this is one of the rivers that run into the Ohio, and there's a couple more rivers that dump in right there, the Little Miami and the Great Miami. So there was a lot of activity around here, and I'm right in the Whitewater Valley. So. But anyways, yeah, I understand why there's not a lot of big, nice blades, and, you know, I just didn't realize how much the local and the environment impacts what you find and what they were able to make. You know, if they're sitting on if I was just, for example, you know, down in Texas or Missouri or somewhere where there's a lot of flint, you know, they find a lot of big stuff, big nice stuff, and it's just not that way around here. I'm basically right where the glaciers stopped and started receding. I'm right there on that line, and so we got a ton of like glacial till. It's just all river pebbles and river cobbles, and, you know, stuff that's, it's like, you know, this size or this size, you know, and it's all oblong and weird shaped, and I have made a few points from stuff around here, but it's really hard to find decent quality stuff. Every once in a while you'll find a piece of glacial till flint that's really nice. But for the most part it's freeze cracked and full of fractures and not real user friendly. I have seen larger pieces of jasper around here on the river growing up fishing and stuff. So there is some red jasper around here. I know that. That's pretty rare, I believe. Got a little inclusion in here. Right here, I'm gonna try to work around it like it ain't there, but if it'll let me. I'm just going through and regularizing the edge. I have to bring that edge in a little bit to try to take care of that thing. Just thinking about taking a percussion flake there, but I think it's all right. This is a good example of a platform being a little bit too low. You see where it's still got the little triangular facet on there from the Delta, or the last platform, or ridge, or whatever you want to call it there. This platform has remnants of the last edge on there, I guess. Or ridge, I mean. Ah, gosh. Anyway, so I need to trim that up a little bit. Because if I took that flake right now, there would be a pretty good chance it might step. Because the contours kind of swoops in right there. So I'm just going to try to get rid of that little triangle and raise this thing up a little bit. Yeah. Now I can really push on that. Hopefully get a good flake to run across there. Pretty much what we're looking for. I'm going to be careful about removing this stuff. Need to examine it and see where I can maybe get at this thing. Probably end up just chipping up to it and leaving it, the remnants of it on the edge. So maybe if I take a flake right here, I can get under some of that. And then I can maybe turn it around and get a flake back this way. Alright, here we go. Nope. Ain't gonna happen. Give it one more try. That one let go at least. Alright. Looks like there might be some pyrite in there or something. Oh man, this thing's gonna be nice. Be pretty. I like to give them a little bit straighter sides than that. The shoulder should be up in here somewhere. For the type I'm wanting to make here, the St. Charles. was thinking about doing a Clovis out of this thing before. Got about the right thickness for a Clovis. Wish I had a jig. I was having a lot of trouble breaking them when I was fluting them, and last one I did different, and I held it, butted it into my leg, and I held it with leather, but I left it open on the bottom. What I was doing was taking a piece of leather and holding it underneath like this and hitting it. And what was happening, it was the flake would run to where the support ran out, and then it would reverse hinge. And I'm not exactly sure why that happens, but it was definitely causing it to do that. I mean, it probably has something to do with that flake that crack wanting to take the path of least resistance, and if it's running a little bit below or right around the center line, that crack doesn't know which way to go, whether to come up this way or down that way. Usually it would just die, the energy would die out a lot of times, and it would break off and step, or it would just feather out. But yeah, if you support that thing underneath, even with your fingers, holding it like this, when you hit, if you've got a couple fingers underneath there, it'll follow that support and then whoop, reverse hinge, come out the back side. You'll have a big weird looking arrowhead with a big thin round stem on it if it stays together. Whoa. So I've noticed I'm napping a lot slower on when I'm filming. And a lot of that has to do, I think, with just not wanting to not break it and not mess up the film. And it's just, I don't know, it's just weird. When I'm napping on my own without filming, I nap a lot faster than this. I just feel like I need to use perfect technique and try to not take many shortcuts. I'm trying to teach you guys. But along the way, you will pick up certain things that you can, get away with, but it's not you wouldn't want to show somebody that's just learning, because it wouldn't do them any good. One of my big aha moments when I first started napping was think I will try to do a Clovis out of this thing. Maybe. Yeah, why not? I've got about the right thickness. Straighten this other edge up a little bit. I'm just going to skip over that thing for now. Just trying to bring this edge in a little bit, build a little bit of convexity. You really want as much convexity as you can get before you take your flute flake. Flute flake, say that 10 times fast. Yeah, stay off that corner. I got a bad habit of doing that. I'll be bringing an edge in to get it to match up down here, and I'll keep going and remove material. And sometimes I'll go right down around my corner or to my corner, and I'll look up and I got to bring it all in again because I brought my base in. Something to be conscious of. Let's see, which side do I want to flute first? Whichever one's got the most convexity. Looks like this one here. This side's a little bit flatter. Okay. Are you ready to come off there yet? Good girl. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Usually when I'm doing this up and down thing, I'm not trying to move the edge up or down. I'm just trying to keep it basically where it's at and just thicken it and strengthen it. By taking, it'll just remove flakes back and forth and it'll drop the edge a little bit and make it a little bit stouter. And I also do that a lot of times when I'm shaping, getting down close to my shape. This is a really good shaping tool. It can really bring the edge. If you've got a fairly thin edge and you need to move it, you can hit it with this and really move your edges around quite a bit. Especially going back and forth, it'll remove more material than just going in one direction and hold it perpendicular to it and go up and down, it'll really move the edge in. Let's see. Just decide we want a flute. Get pretty good convexity. Really need to thin that base down a little bit. I ain't gonna run no further than that. Come on. Oh no. Yeah, I'm right. Thought I was taking it from the wrong side. Okay, so now we've got a lot of convexity on this side now. Okay, so I'm gonna bring my base in, thin it out just a little bit, and I'll set up a nipple on this side here. Yeah. Spot there was bugging me. So I don't really want to take this thing all the way down. You know, I don't want to chip it all the way up to this edge, just, you know, about 2/3 of the way down through there. Grind it. Make sure we're somewhat straight across through there. Okay. Take the flake there. One there. Need another one right here. Shoot. Things that make you say, Yeah. That needs to happen anyways. That was just too much material going up through there. Now, try this again. That thing might have worked fine, but I've found when it's real heavy down in here on this end, usually I can't get my flutes to take off, and they either end up being really, really shallow. That's usually what happens to me. So I'm just going to thin this a little bit and reset that nipple. And if you want, you can turn it around like this. Take a little release flake, or relief flake back behind it like that. That'll help it release. You don't want to grind anything down in here. You want to stop kind of where you took my relief flakes. All right. Let's see if I can break it. on my tool. There it is. Just gonna dress this thing a little bit. Basically just get rid of where that lip was rolling up over. I'm not gonna mess with this tip because it doesn't look too bad. And sometimes when you redress your tool, it can make the first couple strikes kind of weird. Okay, that. Got this. I want to do it like that. Just want to hold it like this. First one of these I ever done. I forget what I had. It was some kind of thin leather that I was trying to use as a leg pad. I lined that sucker up and hit it, and it drove that thing right through that leather and stuck right in my leg. So that was my first Clovis fluting experience. Okay. This is probably going to end up being a really shallow flute. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Pushing hard into my leg. Swing and a miss. So I'm going to grind down on this platform just to try to create a little bit of a lip for that thing to grab a hold of. See if this one goes any better. Hey, looky there. All right, all right, all right. See how shallow it is? I think that has a lot to do with that thing having so much mass back here. If it was a little bit thinned down more so back here, it'd be good. But I'm perfectly happy with that. This is not bad at all. It worked good. I might even be able to get one from the other side. Or should I just chicken out and call it good? I should probably just chicken out, but you know how it goes. That one went so good, I think I can do a second one. Okay, so now all we gotta do is bevel back up. Hopefully this one might go a little bit better. One there. Okay. Take a little pop out there. Just barely let it break over the edge. Okay. Well, there I go grinding that edge like I just told you not to. All right. It's a really little superficial step right there. I don't think that'll have any negative effect on us. There, use my same piece of leather. Maybe that's my good luck leather for today. Okay, same thing. I'm just going to wrap the leather on the sides. Jam the tip into my inside of my knee. Make sure and give this thing a good grind. All right. Come on, baby. Don't fail me now. Trying to keep everything in line. Not hit my phone. Did it go? It went good enough. It did good enough for me. I really like the shape of this thing. I really like it all. Clovis points really aren't that hard to make once you figure out once you do a few of them, fluting's the hardest part. But like the last one I did, I figured that out. I let it come off in midair. That's 2 more flutes that work fine doing it that way. So you just never know. Sometimes when you'll just figure something out of nowhere. So probably maybe do a little bit of buffalo shearing, or not. I might just leave it just like that. It don't look bad at all right now. So we ground our base. Kind of looks more like a eastern Clovis, I think. Man, rock got me. Last act of defense. Take one little flake on this tip. Hey, I like that. That might be my favorite Clovis. Actually, I know for a fact that's my favorite Clovis I've made yet. Pretty cool. Glad you guys could join me on that one. Well, there you go, guys. Dovetail gone Clovis. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. I'll probably be doing a direct percussion, kind of informational tutorial type thing on my next one. And I want to thank everybody who's subscribed. I'm up to like 130 subscribers already. I think one of my videos, a couple of them are up over 1,000 views. Got like 1,500 views on one. So I'm really enjoying it. People were buying. Things slowed down for a little bit there after Christmas, but people started buying some stuff again. So I'm gonna keep them coming. All right, see you on the next one.